It's my great pleasure to welcome you to my channel, Let's Say Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yaku right here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to create stroke text effect with Camtasia video editing software without any stress. So let's begin. But before we dive into the tutorial, if you're already new to this channel and you love Camtasia video editing software tutorial like this, consider to click on that subscribe, turn on the notification bell so each time I post a very valuable content about Camtasia video editing software tutorial, you will be notified. So with that being said, let's dive into the tutorial and see step by step on how to add stroke text effect using Camtasia video editing software. So let's begin. Welcome back, friends. So let's see how to create text outline step-by-step tutorial with Camtasia. Alright, so the very first thing you want to do is to make sure you come to your toolbar right here, and then you have to navigate to Automations. From Automation, you have to select your text box. So I'm going to drag this into my timeline right here. So we have this one right here. So what we want to do now is to make sure we make a type. So for us to make a type, we have to come to the text box right here. We double click on the text box. Then I will make sure I type in outline. So we can, after typing the text, we can expand this particular text box. For us to do that, we have to navigate to the text box property from the top here. And then what we want to do here is to make sure we scroll to the top, and then we have to look for, then we scroll to the top, then we have to look for scale. So we can scale it out to fit the canvas like this. So we have things like this. Now what we want to do is to change the color, font style, and font size of this particular text. For us to do that, we have to double click on the type. Then when we double click on the type, then we're going to have the type property from the sidebar right here. So for us to change the font style, we have to click on font right here. So we can select another font style from here. So I'm going to choose Black Area. Okay, then I will have to change the font style. I'm going to make it bold. Okay, then what we want to do is to change the font color. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to make it red. 100% red. Okay, so we are done with that. Then we can easily click on our move to, or we just click on the text, so we have it this way. But nevertheless, what we want to achieve here is outline text. So for us to do that, we need to navigate back to our toolbar right here. Then we have to click on visual effect this time around. After click on visual effect, then we have to make sure we navigate to border. Then we drag the border and we drop it on the text frame in the timeline right here. Then having dropped it to the timeline, then we have to go to the property from the sidebar right here. Then we have to look for the property window. So we have to scroll down. Then this is the property right here. What we want to do is to increase the thickness of the stroke, so we can drag it out and drag it out. Okay, now when we are trying to increase the thickness of the stroke, we are unable to see everything. This is because the text box here is outside the video frame. So for us to see the text box, we can easily go back to the full video section. Then we scroll to the top and then we make sure we look for scale. So by the time I scale down a little bit, we'll be able to see that we have border right here. So you can see, but this border right here is what we want to really use to form a text stroke. So for us to do that, we have to go back to the effect tab. From the bottom right here, we have our stroke. We can increase the thickness of the stroke. This depends on how we want the text stroke to be. We can decrease or increase using this particular control here. Now what we want to do now is to make sure that instead of applying the stroke into the text frame, we want to make sure we use it to be used as alphabet. So we have to make sure we select alphabet. So you can see when we select alphabet, it's rally around the text. So we need to achieve some stuff right here. So what we want to do next is to make sure we drag it down a little bit. I think the stroke is a little bit thicker, so we can just make it a tiny stroke like this. Okay, so what we want to do next is that we need to see how we can get rid of the red color out of this particular text right here. So by that, we'll be able to achieve what we need to achieve. Then before that, we need to go back to the video frame. Then we have to go back to the scale right here. We scale it up so we have everything to fill the canvas of the preview. Now what we want to do next is that we have to fall back to our effect right here, visual effect. So from the visual effect, we need to look for remove a color right here. So what I'm going to do next is to drag the remove a color. I will drop it on the video in the timeline right here. Then we have to go back to the properties section. So we have to scroll down. So this particular remove a color is going to be at the bottom right here. So what we want to do, you can see remove a color. So we have to click on here. Then we have to select this particular pen and we drop it here. So it's going to automatically remove the red color. Then we can work on the thickness of our stroke. For us to do that, we can easily go back to the you can see the border section right here. So the thickness, we can turn it down a little bit. So this is depends on how we really want to achieve our stroke text in Camtasia. So this is how you can actually write, or how you can type stroke in Camtasia step-by-step tutorial. I hope you really got value for this video. If you find this video useful, give this video a big like, and also remember to subscribe to the channel for more tutorial like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.